I thought I was gonna go on about my business, but apparently not. Apparently not. Okay. 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 We're live again. Because I was about to pull off and I got another message. Confirmation. No. Are you trying to call me? Nah, girl. Um. Wow. 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 Okay, so that's really confirmation for this. Y'all saw what the thumbnail was about. So catch this on replay or whatever. I ain't got time to wait on nobody to come in here. Look at that. It's all lining up. I don't have time to wait on anybody to come in here. All of these are significant things. When I channel a message, everything that happens is significant. Even as I was talking to you guys, it's like a red vehicle pull up and then a white van. And the last message I just told y'all, white van, right? Okay, so what Spirit just gave me after I just did the other video, go check the other one. That one was let's move in together. Or like somebody coming to you saying, move in with me. And and I just said, I'm like, what? But no, it's gonna be like, what? But I was making my coffee and I'm still sitting outside of Quick Trip, y'all. Trying to leave. So it's like, no, you finna do this right now. You finna learn to do it now, like in the moment, when it makes sense, because all the things that are aligning with this message to give more confirmation to it, to give more energy to it, to validate the energy of it, are going to happen at that moment. Don't do it in the wrong energy. Don't do things out of season, out of turn, out of time. Stop and do it. Oh gosh, stop and do it now. So that ties into the message that somebody is going to have a spontaneous opportunity, and you're just going to have to take this spontaneous opportunity now. You're not going to have time to be like, well, let's do things the traditional way. Let's wait a minute and see. Let's look for 100 more signs. Let's go talk to everybody else. Let's go wait. No, no, no. Now, I'm getting one of them scenes in the movie. Hi, Milka. I'm getting I'm and it's like you gotta accept or decline right now. You don't have all day. You know, as long as you get to make a phone, to accept a phone call or reject it, it's going to be like that. You're going to be made an offer, and you're going to have to either accept it or reject it in that moment. Ain't no text me, I'll call you back later. It's going to be like, do you accept right now? I need to know. The plane's about to leave. And baby, it ain't no ain't no commercial plane. It's a private jet. I'm getting private jet, like, or at least like they already bought your ticket. You know, your ticket is already purchased. Like, I just need a yes or no right now. Everything's taken care of in the back end. I just want to know, you ready to go? You ready for this opportunity? That's the energy I'm getting. So and before, when I was setting things up, the thing that made me do this message was that and I'd rather do them live because I like the interaction, I like the energy, versus just recording the video and dumping it out here. So this might be a short live, but I wanted y'all, like, that energy came to me like when I was fixing the coffee, and then I was finna leave, and it came to me. It's like some bougie little young black woman, no kids, nice long bundles of hair, nicely wrapped up in curls and everything, in her nice little apartment, saying, well, if somebody's gonna come and offer me something, they're gonna have to do it a certain kind of way. It's gonna have to be like this. I'm going to have to think about it. You just can't come and rush me. And Spirit was giving me that example and saying, like, girl, don't nobody care about your little rules and stipulations. Boom, bump it. It's like that. It's like you're not gonna have time to be this prissy little bougie. Oh, where you gotta ask, you gotta go through a process. It's a 90-day, and no, Ain't nobody gonna care about your rules, your standards, your validation. An opportunity is coming in and you gotta say yes or no. And it's one of them crazy moments you see in a movie. I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a minute. It's gonna be one of them crazy moments you see in a movie. And yeah, I am rich actually. Thank you. It's hard pretending to be poor, ain't it? Shout out. Can you please give me a milk? Okay, yeah. So that's an alignment. And it's so somebody got money. And they been acting like they ain't got no money. But they finna surprise you and pop out with an offer, and you just gonna either have to take it or leave it. And it's like once in a lifetime thing. You don't know if it's gonna ever spin the block on you. So you're gonna have to get out of your own way and be ready to move when the spirit moves. Um, if you're familiar with the Bible, they say, you know, the second coming of Christ is gonna come like a thief in the night. Like a thief in the night. You don't, nobody knows the day, nobody knows the hour, nobody knows the minute. And that's really talking about the second coming of Christ consciousness, where all the chosen ones, God's people, reclaim the earth and cleanse the earth and do what we were called to do here. So nobody knows when that moment is about to pop out on people. And so you're in a position, chosen one, to accept an offer that's going to position you even further to walk in your purpose and make this wave of Christ consciousness happen. Everything is tied to the end goal. Don't forget that. So these aren't little offers. These are things that are aligned with destiny and prophecy. So get out of your own way and all the things that happen to you in the world. Anybody that hurts you, and baby, who hurt you? And okay, let's heal that in 3 seconds. We just talked about my book that's coming out in the next 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3 Heal. It's already written. You guys, get out your own way. Opportunities are coming in, and they ain't got time for your damn standards. It don't care what you've been through. It don't care if you feel like you're ready or not. It's happening right now. Opportunities are happening right now, and they don't care about your stuff. They only care about you being available so that it can lock arms and lock destinies with you and move forward for what you're called to do. What you've been through is over with. What happened is done. All of that is gone. Where are you available and alive and breathing today? We just need you alive and breathing. Bring them in alive. What they say in the movies, bring them to me alive. They're no good to me if they're not alive. Bring them to me alive. So you really worried about all this stuff. Oh, I gotta do something with my car, my apartment. What about my dog? Drop out. If somebody said, here's $1 billion, come stay at this castle now, you're gonna figure it out real quick. Look at it like that. Take it as simply that. This is just one of those tiny windows of opportunity that has a giant opportunity on the other side of it. And you got to get out your own head. You got to get out your own way. You got to be willing to meet destiny when destiny shows up. When destiny shows up and you've been praying for, and it's like, well, I thought you were going to give me a written notice. I was going to blow you off as a scammer 5 or 6 times, get some divine revelation, finally go back and think it over and say, oh, it was you all along. No, baby, you don't get that no more. Either you securing yourself, you securing your spirituality, you know what you asked for, you know what these opportunities energetically are going to feel like when they show up at your doorstep. I heard that car speeding by again. You're going to keep hearing them cars racing. You're going to see them planes taking off. Notifications on your phone for travel are going to keep popping up. People are going to message you when you're thinking about something that's going to be in alignment. Like I told y'all, the last one, she's like, the van showed up. And now I'm doing this one, and a van just pulled up at the beginning of this video. And then the car pulled up while I was talking to y'all. It was like, okay, you got to do something now, and the car is here. The car is here to take you to the airport, or the moving van's here. And then she had messaged like, oh, the van showed up. I'm telling you, watch for your signs. It is 4-1. Don't be no fool. They might have tried to trick you and be like, oh, it's April Fool's. No, no, no. You're only a fool if you don't really know what today is. Pay attention to everything. Stop brushing off things that matter, that popped up in your life and your energy for a reason, and you still ignoring the stuff. It happened for a reason. It came to you for a reason. It's in front of you for a reason. You heard it for a reason. You saw it for a reason. You felt it for a reason. You are going to be the reason why you miss out on opportunities because you ignored everything. It's not going to be anybody else's fault. Because I got a feeling it's some people that are about to learn this lesson the hard way. I should have. I don't like those messages. Don't even send them to me. That is confirmation you don't respect or value what I say as somebody you channel into. You know what I'm saying? So when people come back to me, like people ask my advice and they don't take it, I want to hear that you didn't take it. I'll see that you didn't take it. You have free will. Just come to me and admit you weren't ready. But I'm ready now. Because people do that a lot, y'all. I get a lot of people that pop up, what should I, and go do the opposite, and then they come back to me months later. I didn't know if I should call you because I didn't listen to you. You don't have to listen to me. You got to listen to yourself, and you got to live with it. But I'm not going to listen to you talk about the same thing again, and this time talk about it from a standpoint of regret. Baby, I'm over here living my life. I don't got time for this shit. So take wisdom when wisdom comes to you. What else? I'm excited. I already got notifications popping up on my phone. Southwest, and it sounds so magical. The Southwest Airlines app, they got their own little notification sound on my phone. I don't know where it came from, but it's so magical. Significant too. I'm at Quick Trip, making all these videos talking about trips and moving in together, and the van showing up, and the red cars pulling up, and the significance of it all. So you guys in this season, watch for all your signs, because we're finally in that energy we've been talking about. We finally here. Everybody be all winter, where's the stuff that they said was gonna happen? Why ain't it happening? Last year was an 8-year. This is a 9-year. So things are being closed out. And you're going to tell what was being closed out by the way that new things show up. So if this shows up, that means that this closed out. Things are shutting down. Doors to the past and things that needed to be wrapped up in that old energy and that old age are shutting down. And that is making room for new doors to open and new things to come in. So if you've cleansed and healed your heart chakra and closed those doors to your past with your exes, your old beliefs, limiting beliefs, not loving yourself and all of that, you'll know. Because if you're not on some self-love journey, self-healing journey, if you haven't looked at your entire body, evaluated all of your thoughts, then you're going to know I'm probably in a stuck energy. I'm not ready to address these things. So your heart chakra is closed off. You're not ready to love yourself that deep to where you're going to deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly of yourself. But then you're going to expect somebody else to come in and do it. If you're not working on your mind, body, and soul, your heart chakra is blocked. If you're not working on your mind, body, and soul, your heart chakra is blocked. If you have no physical fitness routine, if you have no dietary standards, if you have no sleep requirements, if you have no information intake restrictions, like everything that's garbage can't be seen by you, heard by you, experienced by you, we're protected from those experiences because we love ourselves, just like you're going to protect a 2-year-old from a rated R movie. I'm protecting my energy, my eye and ear gates. And so if you have no standards for how you date and who you let into your energy, and for women into your body and men on your body, you're not in that self-love energy yet. You're not ready for love. When you have standards, protocols, procedures. There go that fast car again. That's when you know, okay, I got a system going over here to help myself, which is, this is a whole new message at this point. Um, but I got a whole system over here for how things are done. So there's a system for how I treat myself and what I let into my energy. Excuse me, confirmation. Super confirmation. So there's a standard, a regulation for, okay, so when you meet somebody, what you got going on? Yeah, let's hear it. Like, what's your routine? You brush your teeth before you go to bed? You brush your teeth when you wake up? Do you shower before you go to bed? Do you shower when you wake up? Like, what you doing over there? You know, that kind of stuff. Like, you got to be on the same page with hygiene. Things like that. You know, just like, are you taking care of yourself? Because if you're going to take care of yourself, you're not going to take care of me. And if I don't take care of myself, I'm probably not going to take care of you. I'm not going to care about what you got going on if I don't care about what I got going on. Okay? So respect people who come into your life with standards and boundaries and things like that, because that's how you know they'll have some respect for your standards and boundaries. Because if they don't know nothing about them, how they going to ever respect them if it didn't start with self? There's no self-respect, there's no respect. If there's no self-care, there's no caring for anyone else. If they are not first selfish and taking care of themselves and doing the other things that they need to do, ain't no room for you, boo. Don't let somebody who do not care trick you into thinking they all of a sudden just care for you. Baby, it's a whole list of people they supposed to care about before they even met you. Okay? So I say this to say that, let me get this together. Pay attention. Pay attention, but don't let little things block you from the fast that is happening that you prayed for. Remember your prayers. Go back and revisit your prayers. Here's your homework. Go back and think about all the stuff you done prayed for on this journey and what's actually been coming up, and understand energetically a door to the past has been closed for that. You closed out a cycle there. So you're ready for the things that are coming in brand new, right? And then what hasn't come in yet, and evaluate yourself, mind, body, and soul. Has the door and that cycle ended? Has the door been closed? Has that cycle ended? Am I ready to accept new in this area of my life? The warning for like 15% battery, low battery right now. Are you deficient in that area? Are you drained in that area? And so we're going to reject things. This does tie to the original message. We're going to reject things in an area where we are not healed. You're going to reject money. When money comes in fast and say, hey, you need to sign this contract, make this deal, when you're not healed in your money wounds, like you still got money wounds. And so if new love comes in and say, hey, I'm ready to love you, let's get going. You're like, oh, I'm not ready for that. I don't know if this is love bombing. You're not going to be ready if you haven't healed that heart chakra. Okay? When it's an opportunity to do something, collaborate, create something, and you haven't healed that solar plex, how you operate first and foremost, and what energy you operate out of has not been healed. That solar plex is not healed. That's why I wear the yellow, y'all. That's where I'm at. I'm in my creation phase of life. So you're going to reject opportunities to co-create. I don't want to collaborate with anybody. Me, I know personally, and I explained this to somebody the other day, and it helps to say the words out loud so you can be sure of what you said, how you said it. I know for a fact I healed that sacral and the solar plex. Because why? I told somebody, I'm not, deep down I was like, am I running from collaborations? Am I telling people I'm in my solo energy? Because I've been burned by so many multi-level marketing opportunities that were actually not opportunities at all. It's an opportunity to get scammed. Have I rejected a group of people because of what's happened to me? And I was like, no, absolutely, you have not. And I had to prove that to myself. So the opportunity came for me to prove it to myself that no, I am not burned or operating out of a wounded energy when it comes to my solar plex and co-creating with others and moving on and doing things. I just had to revisit how I do it. So I was able to explain somebody very eloquently that, yeah, I'm so glad that you all formed a group and you all work together. I recognize that I'm in a season of creating things as an individual. And then I'll be creating things with my divine counterparts. And I understand that when it comes to a group setting, I am a consultant. This is very clear, spelled out in my business, Vision and Purpose Consulting. I will consult. The group project, I'm a consultant. You need some spiritual work done as a group, I will consult in my area of expertise. I'm not going to join the group and then denounce my spirituality and do your IT work or do anything that's outside of my gifts and talent, my purpose. I don't operate out of certain skill sets anymore. I use them to move my business forward until I have a team to do it for me. So be very aware of what it looks like in your version of healing. Because somebody like, you not healed because you won't work with us. Well, according to who? Because according to me, I'm saying hypothetically, nobody has actually said this to me. But if you find yourself in these situations, you need to check yourself and understand very clearly, I am healed here. This is just not the way I'm going to do things. And then you also need to look at how do I do things and why, because that's what season of life I'm in. Not to say that I won't, form some sort of collaboration, network group, whatever later, but I'm in consultant mode. I'm going to do primarily what I'm called to do, how I'm called to do it. And when I work with others, it's going to be on assignment. And then I'm going to call my energy back. Very simply, go there for a moment, do the job, work on the projects. And of course, in my past life, I'm a IT project manager. So I'm going to go do the project as a consultant. Typically as the project manager, go to do the project as a consultant, and then come back over here and continue with my endeavors and my piece and all of that. But long gone are the days where I know that Shani is going to be constantly at somebody's beck and call because we ain't part of a group and they don't know how. And this is where it comes up, where this was the past trauma, where it was a group setting and they want to call random meetings, or everybody just needs to come up with $200. We buying NFL tickets and giving them away, but we ain't made no money. I'm the treasurer for a reason. So it's like, we ain't making no money. Why is we spending this much money? What is the return on this investment? And so I'm out of all of that, baby. I done lived that life. We ain't playing with people who need money to fuel their ego, to pad the ego, because I'm out of that ego season of life. I'm here in love and light. I'm here to help people. I'm using my gifts, my divine purpose to help people, right? So we're going to wrap this one up. It's been 23 minutes. But I ain't going to say I hope you got something out of it. If you didn't, it ain't for you. Change channel. And if you did, leave a comment, reach out to me, let me know. I am absolutely here to help, and I love that I get to do this. You hear the sirens? You hear the sirens. Okay? Urgency. This thing is coming in with urgency. Urgency, urgency, urgency. We found you. Let's go. It's giving Men in Black. We found you. The horn blew. Let's go. Okay? So, y'all be great. And get ready, because it's happening now. It is happening now. You cannot deny the signs around you. Oh, and it's giving what you thought you were about to do was just a decoy to hold you over from accepting other offers, which I'll probably go into another message for this. And this, that thing that comes in, is the real offer. So it's okay to let go of that thing that just ain't as great as this. It was just something there as a placeholder to keep you from accepting lesser offers. Like, it was the thing that gave you some hope, that made you feel like you're going in the right direction, so that when other things came up, you had that thing and you could tell them no comfortably. You might not have been as secure in saying no to these other offers that popped up if you hadn't maybe been waiting on this job, to start. You might have accepted an offer to move out of town and go figure things out there, or to do things like that. You know what I'm saying? So be willing to let go a lesser offer and take the bigger risk, the better payout. Okay? I love y'all, and be great on purpose.